Right then, guys. Another little guide thing now for you. It's about forestry. Just showing you the stages of the tree growing and the equipment that you will need. What I'm doing is that I'm on the Ringwood map, ×4 map, and it has got trees right around the outside. So I just chose one section of the map to start my forestry. So this is what I did and what I'm doing. Okay. So hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe will be spot on. And yeah, enjoy. I'll catch you guys later on. Right then. So here we go. Now, this is where I placed my forestry. If you have a look, you got a forest going right around the outside. Hence why it called it Ringwood. So I decided to take over this bit of the quarry. So, I cleared a bit of woods around here first. I did it on a close to an access road, just down by that log pile there. You can't use that log pile. It is just a thing. Okay. Well, I don't think you can anyway. Oh, I never thought about trying, to tell you the truth. It might be a nice supply of logs. No, no, can't use them. Anyway, so that's what I did. I cleared the forest area a bit around here. Got enough room to place my sawmill. And I think a sawmill might be out of the Highlands map. I'm not 100% sure. If you get close to it, it tells you how much wood I got. 63,000 wood in there at the moment. I'm making wooden beams at the moment for the roller coaster build. That's what I'm doing. Um, Now, when I cleared that area, obviously, I put a little parking bit here for some of the trucks and that I use. I got one run around semi, and I use that one for the curtain side or a flatbed transporter. And I got a log transporter around the corner. But what I did and what I've done actually is to make it easier, I've found I painted up the floors. Sorry about that. I've got a bit of a cough going on at the moment. Painted the floor. Forest needles, right? Because I was having trouble finding the bloody stumps because you don't want the old stumps everywhere. But I painted the area like that. That's something I've found since. Then you can you can spot some stumps that you missed as well then. And being I like being tidy, get your saw out and you can delete them with your saw. Well, you can delete trees with your saw as well, the same way. But I've got the lumberjack mod, so you might find you need that one to be able to do what I'm doing. All right, but yeah, that is what I did on this area here that I planted my saplings. Then now I shall go to our planter. All right, that is about the only tree planter you can get. I did try modding it myself, but I couldn't. didn't work, right? But you load them up. Normally, the in-game pallets are these here, and they only hold 20 trees, right? But I did find that you can get the upgraded pallets, right? Now that one there, he holds 300 pieces. We pay more for it, but it saves you keep going back and loading up, and then you've got to find out you're lost. Pardon me. But anyway, I didn't start this video on the first one, so this is the first stage of your tree planting, right? And you can, with this stage, you can drive over them, you can do what you like. It don't matter. You can't go kill them. All right, but that goes on like 12 months. So August to August, next June, July, August, September, or something like that. They'll go on again. And then that there is the next stage. Okay. So we've got two stages here. Oh, I threw a bit of paint in here. I don't like leaving stuff. Or is that over there? All right. Yeah, but if I'm going to do it, you do it right. Okay, so get rid of that. I know there's no such thing as a clear forest floor, but it's going to be nearly clear. Okay, so that's my first two stages there. All right. I am thinking about coming back and attacking the other side of the road, to tell you the truth. It'll save me going up that way too far. This here is our log wagon, right? And I got the auto load on this mod as well, so I don't mess around with grabs trying to pick it up, and because that's just is a waste of time, to tell you the truth. Um, it works in real life, yeah, because they're easier to handle, and that's what it is. Game wise, it's a pain in the neck. And what you'll want as well is the old log harvester, right? Which I've bought just one here at the moment, and he seems okay. Right, so this is because I missed the phase first video, but there's the first two stages of tree growth. All right, so I hope you enjoy this, and I'll catch you later on. Be good. Right, I should have done this just now actually, but didn't think. This is how I use what they call a tree harvester. Um, I am going to cut the trees down up the other side of my sawmill. This will be like phase 3, if you want to call it that. Now then, if you drive closer to this one, when you get in it first, I'll start from the beginning. You've got to unfold it. I think that might be X. I can't remember. What does it say up here? Z. Sorry, it's Z. So if you follow Z to unfold it, you got to go B to start it up. All right, and then you drive close to a tree. Try to get it as close to in line as you can to make it easier. And you'll see a ring around the bottom of the tree. So when you see that, if you press and hold the 0 button on your keyboard, it'll come in close like that. Doesn't work every time, but nearly all the time, you'll get in perfect, just like that. That's without moving a thing. Now, the next bit, you've got to do this bit right. Just tap the X button, right? Quick tap like that, and he has now cut the tree, right? and he's grabbed it as well at the same time. Now, if by any chance you don't just tap the button and you hold it, that cutter will race up the tree, right? And how do I know? Because it did happen to me a couple of times, and I sussed out that I'd had my finger on the X button too long, and it goes to cut the length. Like now, I'm ready to cut the length of wood, so I'll tap the X button one more time, and he'll run up the tree. Well, if he's still if his tree is still on the upright position, that means that it runs up the tree, which you don't really want, say, a tree. You don't. No. So yeah. So I still keep him running. I tend to try to group them in a place like that because it makes it easier for they are makes it easier to pick them up with your lumber trailer, right? Tap the X, see him close. He's cut him already. Now, I always slew around to the well. I do it to the left. I don't know why, to tell you the truth. And I'm still trying to learn my reverse positioning driving. All right. Oh, well, as long as you get him close enough, the old auto load will pick it up for you. All right. I'm not gonna plant this one yet. I might. I'm gonna see how far I can go down because you can't go down that far because you hit the boundary of the map. But it won't look bare for that long because we'll have some different trees growing there. And what I'll do is when it does come close to harvesting the trees there, I will just leave some of me other ones there. Like, all right, all right. So you see what I mean now? So I go tap X again, tap X again, tap X again, and then he'll sort himself out, and he'll say, "Right, ready. Let's go for another one." So, and that's what we do. All right. So, yeah, that's how I use this one. It's it is a lot easier than trying to line it up by yourself, which is what we used to have to do when I started first. All right. There we go. Holding the O button. Now that was probably a bit close for it, so I'll reverse off, holding the O button, and he's ready. X marks the spot, lift him up, bring him backwards. Now this time, I'm going to slew him that way a bit, don't matter. Okay, and we'll X then. Pardon me. I'll go X again. These here trees, you get some with that odd branches. Looks bloody horrible, like, But it is what it is. That's what they say, Yeah. So I'll clear a few more in a minute. I'll go and get our uh, log wagon so you can see how I pick it up. Right, let's get in him. Now, you don't have to turn on the auto load, right? It just works. But what we do, it is in the road a bit now because you gotta watch that. You don't pick up my freaking pallets there. Hopefully you won't. Right, get close like that, and you do the left shift and R, and you'll start loading for you until it's out of range. And then what I do then is reposition the truck, drive back in, right? Shift R, and you'll carry on loading for you then. What's wrong with that one there? Perhaps he was too close. Shouldn't have been. Trucking full, yeah. Try there. Shift R. Oh, don't like that one, do you? Right. Not worry about that one. I shall get rid of this lot on that. So we just come over to the unload position. Obviously, we don't have to go very far because we're all handy here. Get out the truck. Go across the exclamation mark. Press R. And there we go. And now he's gone. Right. I'm going to go and try to pick up that log again. He should pick it up. Don't see why not. Unless he's too long, but he has got a fixed length. No, he's not going to pick that one up. So what I'll have to do with that one is I'm going to have to show off and use super strength. I know it don't look very real, really, but I got to bother sticking it on the truck anyway. I'll just bring it over here and drop them off. Double hit the button there a minute. What does it say about that tree? Wood 12.6. I'm pretty sure the cutter or the truck is set 12.5. He's going in there anyway. Yeah, so that's how we use the cutter and our loading wagon. Okay, so pardon me, sorry about that. Yeah, so that is well what I'm going to be doing for a little while, and hope you enjoy. Catch you later. Another year's growth, and I'll be back. Right, guys. So here we are again. I'm going to show you a bit more on the forestry side. So I have done it fast forwards, but never you mind. Now, this is the first year, right? So they go in like that. Okay. 12 months. You get that. All right. 11 meters long. You could harvest that if you wanted to, but it wouldn't get you very much. See, so that's that one. Now this one here, actually, this is one that's already planted here. And I think 36 meters. So yeah. So I think that's a fully grown. I don't know why these look dead. I didn't think they should. He's 23 meters long, so he's still got to go away yet to get as tall as these. He's 23. Even though they got no leaves on them, don't ask me why. They are still growing. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and plant another area I've got set up ready to plant. I did the other day, but it's gone back the other way now. All right. So let's jump in this one. As I said, I'd already harvested the trees that was there. You don't get very much for them because they're crap trees. But that's what we went, fully length like that. But in this tree, okay, which is what I got up on board now. And yep, I have repainted the ground in needles, so it makes it easy for me to see where I planted the bloody things, because it ain't that easy, you know. So we'll put him going, and we'll head down here, and he'll start popping these out as we go. The ordinary pallets, you only get 20, I think it is, to a pallet, something like that. But I have got some modded pallets where you get 300, so you haven't got to keep going back and filling up like I will do in a minute. But yeah, so this is get these planted, and then we'll go on to the next phase then. But it's a long-term thing. This is, if you know what I mean. It's not quick. So I've just left me other stuff for a minute, and I just thought I'd do a compacted timber one for you. All right. That's wood chip pallets. I don't know why I took them up the other end, but there you go. We'll get them back here and get them in the ground. I think this is my last of the 20s, and I should be on to the 300s. Pardon me. I don't know why. It's probably because I put it fast forward or something like that. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But they're still growing anyway, whether they got leaves on or no. Oh, don't crash into that one. So I can find me last tree. There he is. Oh, that's the boundary there that I just crashed into. I can't go any further that way. Oh, don't tell me I can't go any further anyway. Yeah, come on. Slowly come away from the barrier. And, yeah. Right, let's get in behind that one again. Alright. Oh, barrier again. We'll get away from the barrier a little bit. We can't damage these trees when they're this size either. And they haven't got any collision, so you haven't got to worry about driving into them. You just drive through them. Alright. Oh, a stump there I missed. I'll get that one later on. Yeah. That's our planting done on that stage there. So we'll park this one up now. I'll chop some more down. Ready for the next lot. Obviously, I'm doing this in fast motion. You wouldn't be doing it like this, but yeah, just to give you some idea about what's going on. Oh, actually, I think I better get a truck. Where's my truck? Oh, actually. Hmm? Lost me truck. Oh, you lot. Oh, you lot. Ah, flat bomb. I haven't got the other one, have I? So I'm going to have to go down. That will take him down to the sawmill, Just want to empty them boxes of wood chips out the way, so. But anyway, now we've planted them, I'm going to harvest that next lot, and then we'll be back to see the next stage then, and see how that goes. This is a good way of showing you how to get rid of the wood chips they give you in them boxes, because on the Highlands map they wouldn't accept them at a tip point when I took it there. And it wasn't until later on I happened to notice that I could overload them into a tipper. And then when I overloaded them into the tipper, the tip point accepted them. So that's what I do now with the wood chips. I put them in a tipper first. And then everybody's happy. Sort of, apart from this thing here in the road, which I'll just get rid of a minute. Uh, yeah, I knew what you'd want to do. I'll go that way, but I'll just get this one out of the way a minute. And then we'll get our timber harvester out the way a minute. Click on them. Manual. All right. Just press the R for overload and you'll start filling. You don't make a lot of money out of this. It's just to clear it out of the way, really. So that's what I'm going to do now, right? I'm going to get rid of this, jump in my harvester and cut down some more trees. Ready for the next phase. If I knew what the next phase was. But yeah. Okay, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right then, guys and girls. I just looked in the market and I can buy these trees actually in their 3 stages of growth before I go on to my fast forward. And there they are. That is the tree sapling that we planted. That is stage 2, which is the other side of it. That is stage 3. Okay. And that is the biggie. That is stage 4. Okay. Which weighs in at 36 meters. And I do them at 12.5. So I get nearly, I could cut them down to 12. I did a bit less. 12.5, 36, 37. That's about right now. 3 12s. Just under 37.5. Yep, 3 lengths. So yeah, so that is what I get out of it. I'm just going to do a fast forward now, just to let you guys see what my trees is going to come out like. But like you say, we've got that one there. Mind you, that looks smaller than the ones I've got over here, I must admit. But these are the ones you plant yourself. And those there, you buy them out of the land transforming part of it. Press the shift and P. It takes you into trees. You can plant these anywhere you like, but you wouldn't get enough money to make it worth your while. And I don't think they grow from this stage on. All right. So, yeah, that is what you'll get. That it should be the next step for them there. For me, I'm just about to find out. Okay. So, yeah. All right. I'll see you in a bit. Right then. So, here we are. Got there at last. That is our trees at harvesting size. Okay. Yeah. 36.3. I'm sure that one over there said 37. Let's have a quick look. It might have been 36. Don't know. Oh no, 36.3. That's right. But yeah, so my trees over here, oh, actually, we're about a month behind with them. So I'll just go up here a minute. All right. I've got these in second stage. Those up there. That's the final stage. There they are. I don't know, I got some taller ones. Oh, yes, I do, because I was a day out, I think. So if I just go fast forward a bit more, get them over this month into next month. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that now is all the trees caught up to where they should be now. All right. So that's finished. That's this next stage. All right. Oh, sorry. Stage 2, I suppose you call that. No, that's stage 4. That's stage 3. Get up here. See, swatch stage 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's there now. This is stage 2 now. And what I'll be doing is I probably won't harvest them all, to tell you the truth. If I just jump in the harvester now, what it will save, you see them trees that we was harvesting earlier on. All right. We get the bits sticking off of them and all that. All right. But with these here, get the yellow band there, holding the O button. He should line up then and miss it completely. So let me come away a bit and we do it again. There we go. Press the X button, lift him up, drag him back. Sorry about that, guys. Now he's ready for stripping now. And these poles should strip lovely. They'll fit on the lorry better. Everything about them is going to be better. I might actually cut, oh, can I cut the distance down? I say it was 36. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the distance up there. What we're on. He's on 12.5. God, fuck. It goes in 0.5. So if I go to 12, I would mean I'd lose part of the tree because I'd only get 36. Because at least I get 36. Yeah, I'm gonna try that actually. Just 11, 5, 12. Right? Escape. I don't want to escape, do I? 12, 5. Get rid of that. I'm just gonna go and find a tree now. I know there's loads of them here to choose from. We got no shortage of good trees now, which is a reason to do it as well. If you're gonna do a bit of your own building and stuff like that, you might want a few trees like this. Easy harvesting. When your harvester can see the tree. Alright, he said he's alright. Go for the cut. Bring him back. X. That's going to be a 12-meter length. That's another 12 coming up. Yep. And that'll be another 12. Just trimmed a bit off the end. So yeah, I could keep it at 12 for a while, and no doubt my trailer is gonna love it because everything's gonna be just right for him. I always use auto load on it as well, so it's left shift R and we're loaded. That's that short bit there, see? So I should have got rid of that with this one, even though it doesn't look like I have got rid of that much. R. It's still got a short bit in it. Hmm. So I might put them back actually. But yeah, makes it, oh, gross looking. Makes it better for cutting, better for loading. I'm gonna put it back to 12.5 because you get more money. Actually, 311s is 33 in it. But I thought that was 36. Hmm. Anyway, he says I got 19,000 in like fee. Oh no, that's only a short amount, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, everything goes easier with the right trees. All right, and that's how I do my forestry. I'll keep. There's no need to go anywhere else cutting down any of the forest on any of the maps now. All the wood I want now, I can get from around this small area around the sawmill. And that isn't like I do it all the time. I just do it now and again. So anyway, if you want to go into trees, that's the way you could do it. You don't have to do it this way. There is lots of ways you can do it, but this saves messing up a lot of map or a field when you can be doing something else with that. And it's only a small area of the map that gets delogged. But you always replant, and yeah, that'll be your cycle. Okay, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later on. Bye bye.